Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from Group 6 and now we will explain the steps to calculate the break-even point. But before we dive into the calculation steps, let us first define what a break-even point is. So, the break-even point refers to the point where total revenue equals to total cost, meaning that at this level of production or sales, the business neither makes a profit nor incurs a loss. It's a critical calculation for understanding when a business will start becoming profitable. Now, let's move on to the steps for calculating the break-even point. So here we have some data to assist in our calculations. But before we calculating the break-even point, the first thing we need to determine is the total sales. So the formula of total sales is equal number of products multiply by selling price per unit, and then enter. Next, we calculate variable cost per unit. The formula is equal total variable cost divided by number of products, and then enter. Okay, next is variable cost compared to sales. The formula is equal total variable cost divided by total sales, and then enter. Next, we calculate the break-even point in unit. The formula is fixed cost divided open bracket selling price per unit minus with variable cost per unit close bracket, and then enter. And then next we calculate break-even point in rupiah. The formula is equal fixed cost divided open bracket 1 minus by variable cost compared to sales close bracket, and enter. Okay, next we move to second table, and then we calculate contribution margin. The formula is equal 1 minus open bracket variable cost divided by selling price close bracket, and enter. Next, break-even point in rupiah. The formula is equal fixed cost divided by contribution margin, and then enter. Next is break-even point in unit. The formula is equal break-even point in rupiah divided by selling price, and then enter. Okay, last is margin of safety. The formula is equal open bracket maximum capacity minus by break-even point in unit close bracket divided by maximum capacity, and then multiply by 100%, and then enter. Now let's move to the table margin of safety. First, we have to calculate total sales. The formula is equal selling price per unit multiply by number of product and then enter. And next, variable cost per unit. The formula is equal total variable cost divided by number of product and then enter. And then next, variable cost compared to sales. The formula is equal total variable cost divided by total sales and then enter. Next is break-even point in rupiah. The formula is equal fixed cost divided open bracket 1 minus with variable cost compared to sales close bracket and enter. And then next margin of safety, the formula is equal open bracket total sales minus with break-even point in rupiah close bracket divided by total sales and then enter. Next is equal open bracket total sales divided by break-even point in rupiah close bracket and enter. For this column, you have to change to the percentage. Okay, next is margin of safety expressed in sales process with formula equal margin of safety A multiply by total sales and then enter. Next, equal open bracket margin of safety B minus 1 close bracket multiply by break-even point in rupiah and then enter. Okay, next this column equal margin of safety expressed in sales process A divided by selling price per unit and then enter. Equal margin of safety expressed in sales process B divided by selling price per unit and then enter. For this column, you have to custom with units of goods. And then you will find like this. Next, we move to the last table, shutdown point. Total sales equal number of product multiply by selling price per unit and then enter. Next is variable cost per unit with the formula equal total variable cost divided by number of product and then enter. Variable cost compared to sales with the formula total variable cost divided by total sales and then enter. Next is shutdown point product with the formula equal fixed cost divided open bracket selling price per unit minus with variable cost per unit close bracket and enter. And then shutdown point in rupiah equal fixed cost divided open bracket 1 minus with variable cost compared to sales close bracket, and enter.
Finally, we finished all of the calculations. We apologize if there are any mistakes, and thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.